From our very own Michiana 912 project, would you do me the honor in helping me welcome Mr. Justin Graber, our own converted Canadian, half Canadian. Come on.
Hello, Elkhart. You know, after 6 o'clock, we're expecting quite a few more people, so feel free to step on up here a little bit. I feel like I'm talking to a big hole here, but you know, 1 year ago today, the media didn't know quite what to make of us. First, they tried to ignore us. So we sent thousands and thousands of people to Washington and filled the National Mall. Then, they tried to discredit us. So thousands of our members went toe-to-toe with their congressmen and women all across the country in town halls. They quickly realized we knew what we were talking about. Now, our detractors are trying to demonize us. They imply our movement is about race. Nothing could be further from the truth. Recently, a left-leaning friend of mine stopped by one of our meetings and posed the question why there weren't more minorities at our meeting. Frankly, I was a little insulted, but the more I thought about it, in all the meetings I'd been to, all the Tea Party events I'd been to, all the people I'd talked to, all the conservatives, all the conversations I'd had, the one and only person ever to focus on race was a progressive liberal. Isn't it ironic that those very same elitist progressives, the ones who claim a holier-than-thou enlightened attitude, are the very ones constantly dividing Americans based upon race? They do so, what is worse, they do so to foster a permanent dependency class solely for the purpose of securing their votes. Highlighting the lack of political diversity among some minority groups does not speak ill of conservatives. It speaks ill of the progressive pseudo-plantation owners who have used these groups as pawns in a political game.
That's right.
Let us be absolutely clear here. As conservatives, as Tea Party members, we're not interested in your race. We're interested in your principle. We'd like to focus on the content of character, not the color of skin. I kind of thought that was Dr. King's dream. We welcome all Americans who have a desire for limited government and unlimited potential. Our detractors also like to call us anti-immigrant. They are mistaken. We believe immigrants are some of the hardest working, most valuable members of our society, and we welcome them. We are not anti-immigrant. We're against illegal immigration. You know, one of my dearest friends, he immigrated here from Brazil nearly 20 years ago. He came here with nothing. While other young people our age were wasting their money on frivolous things, he worked hard to put himself through college and in pharmacy school. Today, he is a successful pharmacist, and I'm proud to say, back about a year ago, he became a United States citizen. To give those who willfully break immigration law a free pass is a slap in the face to my Brazilian friend and the millions of others who have come to this country the right way, through the front door. We live in a dangerous world and we must protect our borders. Our detractors call us haters. We don't hate people. What we hate is a disgusting, incomprehensible, irrational, unsustainable, unethical, immoral mountain of debt that has been piling on all of our children and grandchildren this very day. And yet, our detractors continue to call us names. You know, whenever I'm engaged in a political debate and my opponent starts the name calling, I know I've all but won. So when the big government nanny state supporters start calling us names, we say bring it on. Fellow Tea Party patriots, They are resorting to name calling because they know they can't win the substantive argument. Poll after poll is continuing to show what we know to be true. America is on our side. When it's a flat and fair tax versus cap and tax, America is on our side. When it's the free market versus oppressive regulation, America is on our side. When it's ever higher energy prices versus drill baby drill, America is on our side. When it's liberty versus tyranny, America is on our side. And quite frankly, when it's Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid against the will of American people, America is on our side. Throughout American history, from the Revolutionary War to the World Wars and everything in between, many generations have been asked to sacrifice much, even their lives, to defend this sacred gift of limited government. I would never make light of those sacrifices. But I truly believe this. This is our generation's war. It's not a physical war, but it's a war of ideas. And the consequences for losing it are every bit as serious as every battle we've ever faced. I have no doubt we will win this war of ideas, because as conservatives, as Tea Party members, and as patriots, we have the most powerful weapon of all, the truth. The truth is, too much borrowing and spending cannot be fixed with more government borrowing and spending. If American families can cut their budget, so can Congress. The truth is, every dollar that flows through Washington is less freedom for each and every one of us. The truth is, the borrower is slave to the lender, and our children are being sold to China. The truth is, we the people rule Washington, not the other way around. And quite frankly, the truth is, we'd like to see a few more job losses in America. Specifically, a couple hundred in the halls of Congress. And we're going to start right here in Indiana, right now with Joe Donnelly. Pack it up, Joe, you're heading home. Congress is scared. Congress is scared, and they should be. You see, you can't have a tea party without brewing a little bit of something. And our tea is going to be ready in just about 200 days from now. What we're brewing here is nothing short of a ballot box revolution. For those of you yet to wake up, the choice is clear, and President Reagan put it best. You and I are told we must choose between right and left. But I suggest there is no such thing as left or right. There is only an up or a down. Up to man's age-old dream, the maximum of individual freedom consistent with order, or down to the ant-heap of totalitarianism. Regardless of their sincerity, regardless of their humanitarian motives, those who would sacrifice freedom for security have embarked on this downward path. Take heart, fellow patriots. The road is long and difficult, but by the grace of God, we will win this battle. We will restore the principles that made this country great. We will ensure the future of constitutionally limited government. We will make the tough choices and the sacrifices necessary so that our children and grandchildren will never have to wonder what it was like to live in an America where men were free. Thank you. May God bless you, and let freedom ring.